Morning guys, it's Thursday and that means War Factory and we're going to jump right in. Of course you can always get a look at this layout. Well, I get this around 6 in the morning my time. You can see this 12 to 14 hours sooner if you look up some of the tutorials that come out on YouTube. People who have set their accounts to advanced time zones. So saw this layout yesterday. Don't love it. It's not actually a hard War Factory. It's just that it is problematic, and it's problematic because of this little area right here. Just lasers everywhere. So now, if you've seen me do these, then chances are you would know my standard approach, which would be Everspark, and we've had a similar layout to this recently, so it's just rifle zooka over here to clear all this stuff out, not a big problem. The lasers are a twist, so then I was thinking of trying to do something differently, considered trying to come up this way with Grens to take the shields out. The shield on this is just over 3 million, so health is about 3.5 total. Decided against that. The Doom Cannon here, there's a grappler down there which could end up being a factor. You'd probably need to do smoky Grens on the beach. But Doom Cannon, Shock Blaster, a bunch of boom cannons up here. I mean, if you wanted to smoke your Grens up this way and maybe try from like this angle here, you could possibly get some traction, but that doesn't appeal to me very much. So, we have Do Not Disturb on. We have a fresh cup of coffee brewed. Wait, and on that note, and away we go. So, since I really don't have any better ideas, we're going to do this my conventional way. So, universal remote, our best friend. Even that's going to be a little bit interesting because of those lasers. So, plan is this. Excuse me. Want to make sure you're ready when you're about to deliver your evil plan. Alright, so the health on these, you'll notice, is not particularly high. Let's see, building health over here is 279%. So these are not particularly high. So you can BART, but you couldn't BART them all. So my plan is, first of all, to remove the range towers over here. That's going to require a Sparky attack, and that's going to require a little bit of delicacy. We can drop her over here under smoke and press hack. Now, she can't hack any of these, this. That won't even be in range, that won't be in range, so the only thing she will be able to hack is the rocket launcher. Resmoke her after hacking it. And then what I want to do is walk her right up here. I need to get her, first of all, I want to get her away from the lasers because she probably will trigger the lasers when she hacks this, because she'll be standing approximately there, I want to say. So, resmoke her quickly and then get away from the lasers. So we're going to mark one of these two shock launchers, probably this one, and try to walk her, I think, right about here behind this cannon. She should be in range of both, so we're going to try to pull off the double hack there. And then the rest of the GBE will go towards BARTing. In particular, this laser beam, although also going to work on this. Nope, that grappler is not going down. Wow! Alright, so that's a laser 1, that's a grappler 3. Well, that is unfortunate. The grappler, it doesn't actually matter as far as being there or not, except that it takes up space on the map, and I'm going to park there because my next attack, assuming we successfully hack these, we're going to park zookas right up in here, and shocks are A, very cheap, and B, in this case, very easy to deliver. We've got a shock on these 3 towers together, very easy, and a shock on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, those 8 towers together, and then just one more shock over here on these 2 stray laser beams. We're going to tag some things first. And so those 3 shocks, which if necessary we can repeat And we're just going to try to clear out that entire middle area, in particular the lasers. So that is the plan. After that, we're just looking at straight rifle, zooka, sparky, critter attacks over to this side. So, without further ado, that's the plan. Now, as ever, we'll see how it goes. First of all, going to mark, let's see, I'm going to mark that one. And, oh, right, I didn't need to flare that already. See, you can make the best plan in the world, but even with the best plan in the world, your dog starts yipping in the background. Woo! That was close. That was way too close. Okay, which way is she gonna go? I don't know if you can hear that. I apologize. He sounds like a squeaky wheel. As you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. He's figured that out too. Damn smart animals. After this attack, I gotta do something about that because that's driving me crazy. We should, yeah, we are definitely in range of both of these, so that's going well, except for the dog yipping. And watching our smoke timer, and hack hack. Boom. Sparky dies. Shock launchers also die. Go on, cannons, do your work. Shoot faster. Really? Wow. That is not taking as much damage as I would have thought. With 3 cannons on it? Alright. Might end up... I was going to bring Brick on the next attack, but I'll probably have to Sparky that again. Oh well. So, speaking of the next attack, what we're going to do then, we're going to... Oh wait, the next attack is just going to be GBE. Guaranteed. Because we have this guy to deal with. Oh my god, the dog. Speaking of GBE, there is... Yeah, look at that. And there is a tiny, tiny bit of free GBE here. It's not worth me getting on this hit. I'll show you in a moment. Hang on. I apologize. There you go. Oh my god. So, I have 2 dogs. You only ever hear of the one. The second dog is my wife's dog, and she will eat anything. She will push my dog away from his food bowl and take his food. So I separate them when he's eating because he needs to be isolated with his food bowl, because otherwise the other dog will just shoulder him aside and eat it. It's for his own good, but he takes it as a punishment, and so he's sitting there acting like someone in solitary confinement and, you know, yipping like it's the end of the world. So that should have been that should have been resolved, I think. Okay, so looking at the situation now, there is a tiny, tiny bit of free GBE to be had over here, and then it will turn out, well, it won't be completely free, but you can pick up a little bit of extra. You will be losing troops to the grappler, and then when your girls step forward to the Doom Cannon. So, not a lot there. Definitely none over here, nothing over here. So, a little bit of free GBE to be had. We'll keep that in mind. We're going to have to hack this again. What is the health now? It was 56, 57, and now we're down to 29, so should be safe hacking this now because we got off more than half the health last time, and now he's shaking his collar. They do it to taunt me. Whatever. Anyway, got more than half the health last time, and one of these cannons would have been in range, but was occupied with this cannon, or the shock launcher up here. So, Sparky again, clearing the mines, obviously finishing off the laser, and then marking other lasers. Conveniently, when we barraged over here, the only other tower, defensive tower, that got marked was a laser. Oh, and now that is no longer true. Well, that is unfortunate. Alright, we're going to clear some mines. Let's get Sparky going up here. What's the shortest path? Probably this. And I think we should just be able to press hack. Nope. She was in range of one of the cannons. That is interesting. So I thought she would naturally select this, but I guess not. Okay. And that should take care of you. That'll do it. Cool. Let's see. So, over here, we want to BART out that guy. That laser is marked. See, these two lasers marked, these two lasers marked for attack. Unfortunately, the mortars are also marked, but not much you can do about that. And I guess, what are we doing? We can clear some more mines, and I guess just further mark these things. I'm not sure actually what to do with this GBE. I mean, it's possible we can try to... Nah, there's no way we're going to get her to focus on these over the lasers. Now, here's that situation where that extra GBE will come in handy, because I get one more GBE, and I can throw another artillery, so we'll do that. Already pressed the retreat button, so as soon as we throw that and see it on the way, confirm, and we're gone. And that cost us 2 girls, so that's not too bad. By the way, if you haven't heard Zedmot's War Factory video yesterday, he explained how you can keep an op reward indefinitely, which I am going to do today. In your task force, finish an op, collect the reward, jump out, jump back in. It's that simple. And apparently the reward will remain there, and it will remain there indefinitely, forever at that point. Coffee break. I did not know this. I don't know why the whole Boom Beach world does not know this. So now we can bring brick. Everybody should know this. Pass it around, spread the word. Because that's, in my case, I mean, depending on what task force you're in and what operations you're running, I mean, in my case, I'm going to stay in the highest level task force I frequent, and that means I'll get a reward for a massive attack. So I'll have in the area of 3 million gold just sitting there that I can just sort of lock into place for whenever this update comes, which apparently is not going to be this week. So, I'm going to need to throw critters for this Doom Cannon. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that before, and we want to put them somewhere where they won't be in range of the machine guns, because that way it'll stay occupied longest. So I'm thinking over here, and we're going to walk up into here. Again, I wish that I didn't have this grappler here, because that is part of my parking space, but whatever. And as we said, 1, 2, 3 shocks, just checking to make sure those are in fact correct. And off we go. 3 smokes on the beach in this case. Not messing around with it. There are lasers. Did I mention that there are lasers here? There are lasers here. Watch out for the lasers here. Lasers suck. We've covered this. Okay. Battle order is active. Gonna get the critters ready. We're not gonna be flaring anything. Get the critters out at about that, and then 1, 2, 3. Alright, and shucks are cheap. That's good right here. Alright, lasers are going down quickly. That makes me happy. And at this point, we actually can retreat, because there are no more lasers and nothing else over there concerns me. So that was not too bad. Troop losses there, about 1/3. And yeah, those lasers just went down like nothing. Cool. So now I think we're switching to rifle zooka, and it will probably be, yeah, does not range here, does not range here, does not range here. So now we just have, at this point, so this is what I mean. It's not a hard war factory. How hard is that? You throw 3 smokes on the beach, just like that. Walk up a little bit. It's not far. You don't have to worry too much about peeking, because they're so close to their eventual parking spot. I feel like most people could do that if they put in the effort. So it's not so much that it is a hard war factory. Like, if that and Everspark is the most technical bit, select. there we go, of this War Factory approach, then anybody should be able to beat this. 2 attacks left, which we might end up using. The last one should be pretty much free snipe, but attack. Yeah, anybody should be able to do this, so not a question of that, but let's see. Actually, we're going to try walking up a little bit here. Because I don't want them... I don't want to waste time attacking these crates. I want my troops attacking these towers up here, so let's go. Yeah, I mean, this is not by any means very, very hard work to do. So, you know, get out there and try it. I mean, I realize for me this is a kind of mundane approach. But, you know, it's a good way to practice these things. This War Factory is one of the ways that I learned how to use, to the extent that I have learned how to use zooka. War Factory was a major factor in my learning of zooka. Just keeping the grapplers shocked here. Critters, a bunch of critters up top, and that's just sort of a mobile shield against those snipers. That is a lot of snipers. And the shock that one more time. Luckily, shocks are cheap. It's cheapest to do a critter swarm right now, so we'll do that. And then we'll be moving up here. As soon as that grappler drops, we're going to go up there and start shocking up there, and more critters, and clearing. Might be able to take this on this hit. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, just a great practice ground for learning these techniques. And as it turns out, like you get 5 attempts, yeah, but as it turns out, it looks like we're going to have an extra attack here that we wouldn't even be using. So if you're worried about it, you should, and you can do the rest of this, you should have an attack to play with. So yeah, I mean, like if you're not really comfortable smoking zookas, why not practice here? Who would ever know? No one will ever see. If you fail, so what? We're gonna just keep shocking back here, mainly for mortars. And got one more shock to go, burning through that 3 million shield now. And down it goes. And down goes War Factory. Poof. That easy. Yeah, I mean, if you mess up, if you look stupid, who the hell will ever know? Just try it out. Anyway, that's War Factory. That's fun. I don't know why, it just always makes me happy. Blah, blah, blah. Good Lord. Jesus. Stupid dialogue boxes. Anyway, alright. That should wrap it up. I don't think I'm going to do anything with my smaller accounts on the War Factory today. I don't know how that would work out, actually. We'll see. I think my mid-level account should be able to do all of that, but I guess I'll find out. Anyway, I'm Yalek. Let's try that again. Got a frog in my throat at exactly the right time. I'm Yalek. That was War Factory. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You can always drop a comment and say hi, or ask a question, or leave feedback, or whatever. Anyway, I'm out. Take care.